Welcome to Learn with Travis, and we have some new Speediance accessories we're going to talk about, and I was ready to jump right in. Then I got to thinking, I want to make a quick point, because if you're on the fence thinking between the Tonal and the Speediance, I love the Tonal. This is a Speediance video, and I'll tell you, I love the Tonal. But there are some downsides over there. The cost, I've talked about that before. There's some things that are very alike between the two machines. They keep pushing updates, they keep getting better, which is awesome. Something you want out of fancy machines like this. But something that separates these two. When it comes to these accessories, I've had the Tonal for a very, very long time. And since the beginning, people have been asking for certain accessories to expand their use of the Tonal and make it better to use and just be able to do more things with it. And I don't think Tonal has ever improved that. They have never added more accessories or allowed you to purchase things and built that into it. And here's Speediance is, who is a brand new machine, new to the market, don't even charge a subscription fee. And they've already listened to their customers and have introduced accessories. And that just kind of separates this product compared to Tonal in this category. I thought that was worth pointing out. But the accessories, what do we have? Well, first, we have a belt here. And we'll talk about these two different accessories, what they are, and if I think they're worth it at the end here. But when it comes to this belt, what does this do? You strap it around your mid, cinch it down tight, and it gives you these different resistance points to be able to hook up your lines too. And what does that mean? Well, a lot of times when you do leg workouts with machines like this, you hook up the resistance points and you have to hold it with your hands. So, maybe you're holding to your side, you got to put the bar like this. And that means you're using your arms, using a lot of stabilizer muscles, and it takes away from isolating the muscles. If you really just want to target a certain muscle or do a certain motion, just really focus on that, because you've got to focus on your arms, your core, everything else, which is fantastic. That's not something you should go away from, but sometimes you want to isolate muscles. Now, after gathering some information on the website about these accessories, which is just full of information, this can support about a waist of 40.5 inches. And myself, with a couple pounds I could lose, currently at about 35 inches, I can use this perfectly fine if I cinch it extremely tight and I don't breathe through the exercise. My point is, I could probably use it, it does the job, it is incredibly tight, and I'm barely getting to the Velcro section. So it's not going to get that big. Probably only going to support people that are smaller than that from what I've experienced. So you have to have a pretty small waist to use this, but if you're in that position, it should work great. It should do exactly what you want. I'll come back to this second and tell you if I think it's worth it, but don't be a big guy. It's a tight squeeze for me, and I'm not that big. Second, we have extensions. And with the Tonal, with the Speediance, because of the way the lines work, when you're doing different exercises, those lines go across you. They go against your skin, and sometimes it's just not the most comfortable feeling. You find yourself trying to isolate things or do things in a way that it doesn't do that, and you're getting out of position, and it just doesn't work. Those lines kind of rub across you. It doesn't feel great. Also, sometimes the resistance, especially on the Speediance, is all the way at the ground. Tonal, you can move it around a little more. It's not as bad. But with Speediance, it's kind of at the ground for certain workouts, or it's pinned up here, and you have to reach down. And sometimes you're like, I just wish the resistance was starting a little higher. I didn't have to find myself reaching in the ground. And with these extensions, it corrects both those problems. It gives you an extra 16 inches from the resistance point wherever you have it anchored, and you just hook it up just like you normally do. And then you have this clip here as well, hides in there, and you're not going to get that rope burn. You're going to have the resistance not right on the ground. It's pretty nice. I do like it for that. It's a good accessory. Now, do I recommend these? Initially, if you're brand new to Speediance, probably not. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is, when you're first getting to Speediance, there's going to be a million things you can do with this. Get the machine, see where you're at, see how you enjoy using it. And these could be a thing that you find that you say, I can see where that come in handy and I would like it, because I do like this one. The belt, that's going to be for specific people that really just want to be able to isolate muscles and they know they want that functionality. Most people, I don't think you're necessarily going to need that. Only get that if you find yourself going, after you've had this for a while, going, I want to do that. I want to be able to do certain workouts that's going to allow me to do in a certain way. But right out of the gate, I don't think you need that. This, you could make an argument for getting out of the gate just because of the reasons I already described. But again, you could easily wait, see where you stand, see how you use it, see if that even something that would come into play. And if so, you could go get this. I'll put it on the screen. They're not the cheapest things in the world. That's a little unfortunate. My personal hope is that eventually Speediance just has a bundle where if you're buying it new, you can get this stuff all included at a big time discount. And it's just part of the package. And hopefully over time they do bring the price down a little bit, so it's not a big deal, because they're very nice, but a little on the expensive side. But to wrap this up, they're going to do exactly what they're supposed to do. And I'm just happy that Speediance has listened and made this available. It gives me a better impression of the company, and that hopefully over time they keep adding new things. They listen to their customers, and this gives the Speediance just a little bit of a leg up compared to the competition because they're already doing things like this, and that just makes me more positive for the outlook. So if you decide to get these or the Speediance, I have a discount code. I'll put it on screen and in the description so you can save yourself money. Helps the channel too, so I definitely appreciate it. But there you go. That's my thoughts. Don't necessarily get them out of the gate, but they definitely could come in handy, especially as extensions over time. So hope that helped you out. Toss me a thumbs up if it did. Subscribe. You know the deal. Hope you have a great one. See you next time.